Stories about the final days of celebrities have always captured the public's attention, especially when they involve mysterious interviews and predictions of their own death. These moments, whether captured on video or in writing, often take on a prophetic tone, adding drama to their passing. Many of these individuals seem to sense their impending death or shared thoughts on life and mortality, which, over time, took on a darker meaning. It's hard to determine whether their words were conscious warnings or mere coincidences, but such instances always spark curiosity and create a sense of mystique around their last days. American actress Brittany Murphy, known for her roles in films like Don't Say a Word and Girl, Interrupted, tragically passed away in December 2009 at the age of 32. Her sudden death shocked Hollywood and raised many questions. The official cause of death was reported as pneumonia, combined with anemia and drug intoxication, but the mysterious details surrounding the final months of her life sparked numerous rumors and conspiracy theories. In the months leading up to her death, Brittany was surrounded by rumors about her health and her tense relationship with her husband, British screenwriter Simon Monjack. At the time, media reports highlighted her fragile appearance, drastic weight loss, and the fact that she was increasingly withdrawing from public life and events. In her final interviews, Murphy appeared anxious, though she claimed to fear nothing and said she was ready for any challenges that might come her way. These statements, made just days before her death, only added to the mystery surrounding her passing. Brittany's husband, Simon Monjack, insisted that medical errors and the overwhelming pressure from the entertainment industry were to blame for her death. However, less than 6 months after Murphy's passing, he too was found dead in the same house, from the exact same cause, pneumonia. This eerie coincidence fueled even more speculation. Some suggested that toxic mold in their home could be responsible, while others proposed darker, more sinister theories involving foul play. The deaths of Brittany Murphy and her husband remain shrouded in mystery, with new theories continuing to emerge about what may have truly happened in the final days of the actress's life. Patrick Swayze, the legendary actor and dancer known for his roles in Dirty Dancing and Ghost, faced one of the toughest battles of his life when he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in 2008. Despite the grim diagnosis, Swayze continued to work, starring in the TV series The Beast and giving candid interviews about his condition. He refused to succumb to pity and fear, demonstrating courage and resilience in the face of daunting odds. In his interviews, Swayze consistently emphasized his determination to fight. His philosophical approach to life and death was evident in how he spoke about his illness. "I'm ready for anything. If I die, that's okay. If I recover, that's great too." These words, spoken in 2009 just before his passing, became a symbol of acceptance, and fans around the world admired his ability to maintain dignity in such challenging circumstances. Swayze led an active life until the very end, despite the severe pain and exhausting treatments. He fought for every day, showcasing his strength of spirit, but he always remained realistic. Patrick acknowledged that the illness could defeat him, but that didn't stop him from living with gratitude for every moment spent with loved ones and friends. Patrick Swayze's death in September 2009 was a tremendous loss to the film world and to millions of his fans. His approach to life, acceptance of the inevitable, and calmness in the face of death became a testament to resilience and courage, leaving a profound impact on the hearts of those who loved him and admired his talent. Franco-American actress Jean Seberg, remembered for her role in the iconic film Deathless, faced unprecedented pressure from both the industry and the government. In the 1960s, she became a target for the FBI, which surveilled her due to her active support of the civil rights movement and her connections with political activists. This harassment led to deep depression and paranoia, severely affecting her mental health. In her final interviews, Seberg openly shared her fears and anxieties regarding her safety and life. She spoke about feeling isolated and vulnerable, with her distress exacerbated by constant threats and surveillance. Zhang felt that her life was in danger, giving her words a particularly dark tone. In her last letters, written before her death, she expressed despair and hopelessness, serving as a grim omen of her tragic demise. In September 1979, her body was found in a car in Paris. The official version stated that she died of an overdose. However, the circumstances surrounding her death remain unclear, giving rise to numerous conspiracy theories. Some claimed it was an accident, while others suggested that her death was the result of a meticulously planned murder linked to her political activities. Given her unstable mental state and the continuous pressure from authorities, many fans and researchers of the actress's life believe that her tragic departure stemmed from prolonged psychological torment. Jean Seberg left a profound mark on the history of cinema and activism, and her tortured life and mysterious death continue to inspire discussions about freedom, safety, and mental health under societal pressure. Marlon Brando, one of the most famous and enigmatic actors in Hollywood history, left an indelible mark on cinema through his outstanding performances and unique acting style. However, in the final years of his life, he chose a path of solitude, avoiding public attention and events. Brando grew weary of fame and its unbearable burden. In one of his last interviews in the early 2000s, he candidly shared his feelings. "I don't see the point in the life of a celebrity. I will probably slip away quietly, without fanfare." These words, spoken with evident disappointment, turned out to be prophetic. Brando described his state as profound fatigue and loneliness, while his past achievements and fame drifted further away from his current reality. He refused roles and shunned public life, raising concern among his loved ones and fans. His final years were filled with struggles against physical ailments, and he became increasingly isolated. When Marlon Brando passed away in 2004 at the age of 80, his departure matched what he had predicted. His funeral was a small family affair, devoid of loud public ceremonies, just as he had wished. This event served as a somber reminder that even the greatest stars can face loneliness and longing when the spotlight dims. Brando's death left the film world in deep reflection on the price of fame and the notion that true happiness and meaning in life can often be found outside the public eye. His step away from the world, foretold by himself, became a symbol of how fame can overshadow loneliness in the quest for inner peace. British singer George Michael, known for his unforgettable hits and charisma, tragically passed away in December 2016 at the age of 53 from heart failure. Despite his fame and success, the final years of his life were marred by health struggles and personal demons. In his last interviews, he rarely addressed the topic of death. However, in private conversations with close friends, George shared troubling feelings that his life was coming to an end. In 2011, after suffering from a severe pneumonia that nearly cost him his life, Michael admitted that this experience drastically changed his perspective. He felt that his health would never return to its previous state, and this realization affected his relationship with life. The singer became more philosophical about his existence, though he made no public statements regarding an impending end. His sudden death in 2016 shocked fans and friends alike. Many began to reflect on his last words and actions, searching for signs that might indicate his premonition of departure. Some claimed that George sensed his own mortality, citing his reflections on life and death in his final years. Michael left behind not only a musical legacy but also a complex portrait of a person who, despite external successes, continually battled internal fears and vulnerabilities. His tragic demise raises important questions about mental health, struggles with illness, and the search for meaning in life, especially when everything can change in an instant. George Michael is remembered as a talented artist and a person who, despite his achievements, faced challenges that many were unaware of. American actor David Carradine, renowned for his roles in Kill Bill in the cult classic series Kung Fu, passed away in 2009 under mysterious circumstances in Thailand. His death, occurring at the age of 72, shocked fans and raised numerous questions. Shortly before the tragic incident, Carradine gave an interview in which he touched on themes of death, spirituality, and his personal quest. In this interview, he admitted that he often contemplated life after death and that he was not afraid of departing. He also noted that at times, he felt his life was confused and chaotic. These words took on particular significance after his death, as many began to interpret them as deathbed hints reflecting his inner struggles and premonitions. Carradine was known for his fascination with Eastern philosophy and spirituality, adding an air of mystique to his personality. His death, initially ruled an accident, was surrounded by unclear circumstances that sparked a plethora of speculation. Some claimed that the actor fell victim to a tragic accident, while others believed that his death could have been a suicide or even the result of a ritual connected to his spiritual practices. The mystery surrounding his demise and his reflections on spiritual seeking only heightened interest in his life and career. David Carradine is remembered as a talented artist and a person who, despite his success, was always searching for depth in his existence. His tragic fate and musings on life and death serve as a reminder of the fragility of human life and the importance of finding harmony within oneself in this tumultuous world. Irish singer Dolores O'Riordan, the lead vocalist of the band The Cranberries, left this world in January 2018 due to accidental drowning in a bathtub after consuming alcohol. Just months before her tragic death, She had spoken about plans to record new music and embark on a tour, which inspired hope among her fans. However, close friends and colleagues noted that Dolores was increasingly withdrawing into herself, suffering from mental health issues she rarely discussed publicly. In one of her last interviews, O'Riordan openly mentioned her incredibly depressed state and how difficult it was for her to cope with the pressures of fame. These words sounded like a cry for help, but unfortunately, they did not receive the attention they deserved. In her eyes, one could see the struggle her inner self was battling, which contrasted sharply with her vibrant stage persona. Her sudden death shocked fans and musicians worldwide, especially in light of her future plans and the creative inspiration she intended to bring to life. Dolores O'Riordan is remembered not only as an outstanding singer but also as a person who faced the darker sides of fame and internal struggle. Her tragic fate serves as a reminder of the importance of support and understanding for those dealing with mental health issues, highlighting how easily we can lose those who seem strong and successful but may actually be experiencing deep suffering. Such interviews and predictions leave us with more questions than answers, leading us to wonder how closely these celebrities felt their own mortality. From tragic coincidences to open forewarnings, these stories add a new dimension to their public personas and lives. Their words and actions remain forever etched in the minds of their fans, becoming a part of their legacy that lives on long after their passing.